It's been a crazy couple of weeks for AEW, but is there some normality returning to the company? Let's find out with this AEW review. It is the 6th of September 2023. It is the first show after All Out. And that's what CM Punk is. That joke's been made a billion times, but you know what? We may as well dive into it. And of course, CM Punk is done. It's weird how AEW is going to go forward considering they created a show purposely for him, but I guess this show is Dynamite and he's not really ever been a part of that for a decent bit now, for being honest. Or did he appear on Dynamite? Not too long ago, a couple of months he might have. But with Taz, Excalibur and Tony Schiavone on commentary, and we're opening up Orange Cassidy comes out. He's very battered and bruised. He says, I'm going to be here every week, champion or not, and I do not have a catchphrase. Alright? I mean, what the fuck? I can't believe this is a selling point, this guy. The fact he actually doesn't have a fucking catchphrase, to me that's fucking shocking. We then have Jon Moxley against AR Fox. I mean, it's just a throwaway match. Jon Moxley looking sloppy as ever. And I seen someone put up, like, haha, the Shield. All three of them are on top of the wrestling business. Jon Moxley's holding the International Championship. He's felt like a jobber for a good few years now. He's been nowhere near the fucking main belt for years. So, what's his gimmick about the Shield are on top of the business? I mean, at least Rollins has the actual other belt. Reigns is the top dog, obviously, but no buying this. But Jon Moxley picks up the win in this match. I mean, it's just one of those fucking jobber matches, isn't it? To be honest, Darby Allin comes down. He's like, oh, sorry, AR Fox. But then Nick Wayne appears, and then who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen, man? Because we've got Christian and Luchasaurus here. As Nick Wayne joins sides for them? And then Christian tells Nick Wayne that his dad was even a worse wrestler than he fought. Jesus Christ. Christian with his sick burns, man. Christian loves burning family members, and I'm all for it. Then we have the second match tonight with the AEW TBS Championship on the line with Chris Statlander taking on Emi Sakura. And this match was just there. And that's the problem with AEW. There's nothing ever exciting. It's just flippy floppy matches with like zero story. Who cares? Chris Statlander retains. Don Callis then makes his way to the commentary table. He sits down because he's going to be commentating on our next match, which of course is Lizig's Goods taking on Aussie Open. Chris Jericho and Guevara are back here. Again, the match is alright, but it's a nothing match. Like, well, what? Oh, it's the return of Jericho and Guevara teaming up. So, is that Jericho's faction done? Is that his faction done? I don't really fucking know, man. Jericho, he's looking a bit better these days than what he's looked in the past. So, I would say that about Jericho, but who really knows what's going to happen? Jericho and Guevara getting each other's face, and then Guevara leaves through the crowd. Who knows how that's going to happen? Take a sheet and Don Callis cut a promo with Rene Dupree, and who knows how that is going to go. MJF then arrives. He says that he was told he had to wrestle September 20th. Then he realized he was going to be in New York, baby. And he just talks about, I'm a bit sad how I was tweeted it all out. Samoa Joe says, I heard a little bit of pissing finical in your voice. And then MJF says Joe probably confuses entrance music with an ice cream truck, which I thought that was quite brilliant line, because obviously Joe's a fat fuck, so you know what, fair play to the segment for this. And this was alright. You know, I actually enjoyed this segment for AEW. This is a much better feud than MJF against Adam Cole. Much better, man. Absolutely much better. But Joe hits the muscle buster on him. Adam Cole eventually, Adam Cole makes the save. MJF, you know, he tries at the muscle buster, but it doesn't exactly go according to plan. But again, a decent segment, but I think we need to go past Adam Cole and MJF. Can we just wrap that up and get this feud on the go? Then we have an AEW Grand Slam Contender Tournament match. We've got Trent Beretta taking on Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong wins. This guy should just go to TNA. He bores the tits off us in NXT. Now he's boring the tits off us in AEW. Come on, man. Absolutely sucks. Hangman Page's interview is interrupted by the Mogul Embassy. Swerve Strickland, and he was like, are you the new mascot for AEW. Doing things for free and charities, like you should be doing this. Sheriff says, here, I should be the first black champion by now. Because if I got your opportunities, I would be. But he says that as if Hangman Adam Page hasn't been world champion. He has. So what's the problem? Well, like, I just don't get it. Like, how can you? That would be like someone being like, "Aye, Jericho, if I had your opportunities, I'd have beat The Rock and Austin in the same night." But he has beat them in the same night. I don't get this. I don't get this. Who knows? Brian Cage then attacks Page, and it's like, damn. Who knows, man? Drill Clotte and Bang Bang Good Night. Then we have another Grand Slam #1 contender match with Darby Allin against Nick Wayne. Talk about fucking shite. Talk about shite. Darby Allin defeats Nick Wayne, but let me just listen to that match on fucking paper, man. Darby Allin against Nick Wayne. Is that supposed to get the blood pumping? You know, honestly. Fucking jobber, shit show main event. And this show has like zero story whatsoever. It really does. And, you know, when we're reading these results, right, we take them off wrestle headlines, but I mean, final thoughts, a story heavy episode of Dynamite tonight. And they gave it an 8 out of 10. A fucking 8 out of 10 for this. See what I've just read out and reviewed? Was this an 8 out of 10? I think wrestling headlines needs their fucking head looked at, because I just don't understand how you can genuinely sit there and think this was a good show. Honestly. It really, really wasn't, and man, it's a bit of a disgrace, in my personal opinion, for them to think this. It really does suck, to say the least. But what I would say is AEW, it did feel like they've moved on almost from like the CM Punk stuff, but there's a lot of people not on this show tonight, and it feels fresh having MJF going against Joe, but then Adam Cole comes out and it's like, oh, we're playing this sad song again. But we'll give this edition of AEW Dynamite a 2 out of 10. Jobber matches, left, right and centre. Plus points, MJF Joe promo was pretty good. None of the matches were horrendous, I just don't care, and Jericho looked in good shape, so it's a 2 out of 10 here on Fog Wrestling. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Later tonight, we've got the 5th of September SmackDown 2002 review. Brock Lesnar, Undertaker sit-down interview. I really enjoyed that segment, but we haven't even talked about it in the review yet, so make sure you check out the review and you'll hear our full thoughts on the latest edition of the Ruthless Aggression show that we've been reviewing. And then, till next time, peace.